Hi, welcome to Rahul's classroom. Today, we are continuing the previous portions, the income tax. Today's topic say total income of an individual. Before starting the class, first of all, I would like to express one important thing. That means all universities in India are insisting the students to do some compulsory social work. That is a great importance today. So I request you to do some compulsory social work. Okay, now we are going into our topic, say total income of an individual. Excuse me, Miss Pooja Lakshmi. Do you remember the previous day's class? Yes? Tell me. Okay, the basics, the residential status, etc. Today's our discussion, say the total income of an individual. The total income of an individual can be subdivided into 5 categories or 5 divisions. Or total source of income of an individual consists of 5 major heads like number 1, salary under section 15 to 17. Next one, income from house property, section 22 to 27. Next one, income from business or profession, section 28 to 44. Again, income from capital gain, section 45 to 55. Then finally, income from other sources, section 56 to 59. These are the 5 major income source of an individual. You understood them now? So these are the different 5 heads of income of an individual. Then is regarding an individual, first of all, we are finding the total income of an individual by considering these 5 heads. Then after, he or she can demand deduction under section 80C to 80U. This we will get the taxable income of an individual. That's a normal procedure of computing the taxable income of an individual. So once again, the total source of income of an individual can be subdivided into 5 categories. Say, tell me, say number 1, income from salary, then again income from house property, then income from business or profession, then again income from capital gain, and one more, say the income from other sources. Okay, now first of all, we are analyzing the income from salary, and again salary, section 15 to 17 of the Income Tax Act deals with the salary, or section 15 to 17 says the details of income from salary of an individual. What's the meaning of income from salary? Or what's the meaning of salary? Excuse me, Mr. Hari Krishnan. What's the meaning of salary? Yes, salary means the remuneration given by the employer to the employee for the services rendered by him. Okay, so it's a remuneration given to a servant, or it's a return given to an employee by the employer. That's the common meaning of the term salary. Okay, again the section 15 states some important meaning or provisions of salary. Again, as per section 15 of the section is 15 of the Income Tax Act, the term salary means any salary received by the employee from the present or former employer. Any amount of salary received or due from the employer, former or the present employer. Second one, any arrears of salary received by the employee from the former or the present employer. Okay, that means section 15 of the Income Tax Act stated the meaning of the salary as number one, that may be either any salary received by him or due from where? Due from the employer. That means the employer means the former or the present employer during the previous year. Similarly, any arrears of salary received by the employee from the former or the present employer. That's the meaning of salary as per section 15 of the Income Tax Act. But remember, my dear students, for charging an income under the head salary, the concerned assessee, that means the individual, should satisfy certain conditions. First of all, for charging an income under the head of salary, then one important condition is there should be an employer-employee relationship. That means employer-employee relationship is compulsory for charging the salary under the head of income from salary here. Therefore, now since some exemptions are there, that means when an MP, that means member of parliament, received salary, it should not be considered under the head of income from salary. Because why? Mr. MP or MLA is not an employee of the government. Similarly, the salary received by a partner from the partnership firm, that is also not come under the head of income from salary. And similarly, the place of receipt or accrual of the salary, that is also very important for charging an income under the head of income from salary. Okay, so section 15 stated the meaning of income from salary as, say, any salary received by him as well as any arrears of salary received. But section 17 subsection 1 states the accurate meaning of salary for computing the taxable income from salary. Taxable salary now. As per section 17 subsection 1, salary means or salary consists of four major heads or elements. Number one, basic pay. Then number two, allowances. Number three, perquisite. And finally, deferred payment. So combination of these four elements constitute the total amount of salary of an individual. So what is meaning of basic pay? What's meaning of basic pay? What's meaning of basic pay? Mr. Amal Paulos, what's meaning of basic pay? Because I think your mother is working as a teacher there. So please, basic pay means, yes, true, that's true. That means basic pay means the minimum amount of wages given or offered by the employer to the employee as per the agreement between these two. That means the employer and the employee. So basic pay means the minimum amount of retains or minimum amount of remuneration given by the employer to the employee. You understand the same now? Similarly, what is allowances? What is allowances? Allowances means it's a fixed periodical payment given by the employer to the employee in addition to the basic pay. In addition to the basic pay, that means then he has or she has a right to get some extra amount other than the basic pay, that is termed as allowances. That means allowance എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ബേസിക് പേക്ക് പുറത്ത് ദി എംപ്ലോയർ കൊടുക്കുന്ന എമൗണ്ടിനെയാണ് allowances എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So what are the examples of allowances? That may be dearness allowance or the bonus or the city compensatory allowances, or the marriage allowances, etc. Okay, so allowances means it's a fixed periodical payment allowed or given or granted by the employer to the employee in addition to the basic pay. Okay, you understand same now. Next one, perquisite. What is the meaning of perquisite? What is the meaning of perquisite? Perquisite means it's a non-monetary benefit given by the employer to the employee. It's a non-monetary. That means there is no cash involvement is there. Okay, that means the benefit given by way of kind. Say for example, sometimes the employer is providing some sort of accommodation facility to the employee. Similarly, the employer is providing a car facility, or the employer is providing a mobile facility, or the employer is providing a laptop facility, etc. These are the examples of perquisite. So perquisite means is a non-monetary benefit given by the employer to the employee. And finally, deferred payment. What is deferred payment? Or before discussing deferred payment, what's the meaning of the term? Dictionary meaning of the term deferred. Deferred means after certain time. After certain time or hours. So deferred payment means the payment given by the employer to the employee after a long period of service. Okay, that means deferred payment means it is given by the employer to the employee at what time or when? After certain period of service. Say for example, gratuity. It is given at what time? It is given after his service period. That means normally at the time of his or her retirement. Okay. Then similar pension. It is also a deferred payment because why? It is given only after the retirement. Again, next one, provident fund. It's also an example of which one? Deferred payment. So deferred payment എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ സർവീസ് പീരീഡ് ശേഷം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ചു കാലങ്ങൾക്ക് ശേഷം കൊടുക്കുന്ന റിട്ടേൺസിനെയാണ് ഡിഫേർഡ് പേയ്മെന്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So again, for taxation purpose, the term salary means sum of these four elements, say basic pay, allowances, then again perquisite, and again deferred payment. Okay, before winding up our class, we are analyzing the topic what we already discussed today. Say the income of an individual can be classified into 5 major heads. Say income from salary, income from house property, income from business or profession, income from capital gain, and again income from other sources. Again, listen now, the conditions required for charging an income under the head of income from salary. Then again, as per section 17 subsection 1, salary means basic pay, allowance, perquisite, and deferred payment. Okay, thank you. We will meet again.